Welcome back to another video. I want to say thank you so much for the support on the previous one. I really wasn't expecting it to do as well as it did. So a few days ago was the grand finals of the Salt Mine 2. If you didn't watch any of the matches, I highly recommend watching both of the finals, especially the EU one, as it was just so intense. The tournament showed what it takes to be at the highest level of 1v1 play, and just how consistent you really have to be to play at this level. The quality of gameplay in these ones matches has heavily improved over time, as players have become faster, more mechanically skilled, and as already mentioned, more consistent. So we're going to be looking at some of the best moments from 1v1 tournaments and show matches today. I'll probably do a part 2 as there are too many of them to mention in one video. All of these incredible moments are from Itsjoeboi's stream, so if you aren't subscribed to him, be sure to go do it after this video. I'll be doing a giveaway at 8,000 subscribers in my Discord, so be sure to sub and turn on notifications, and the link to my Discord will be in the description. So without further ado, let's get on to the first series. Firewall 154 from Brazil was playing against First Killer in a show match on stream. This was Firewall's debut, and being from Brazil was playing with a bit of lag due to playing on US East servers. The first game in the series wasn't too crazy or special, but in a very close game 2, this happened at 0 seconds.
Gotta be careful not to get demoed as he runs up the wall. Just escaping the wrath of First Killer. Can he do the dribbling challenge? Firewall against the clock, and he gets it! We are all tied up in the series. First Killer tries to ground it, but Firewall, he's been doing his dribbling challenge.
Game 3 wasn't too crazy either, with Firewall comfortably taking the win 6-3. Game 4 is where the crazy comeback happens. With 30 seconds left and Firewall 4-1 down, it looked unlikely that he would have a chance to win this game at all, but then something insane happened.
There will be no more kickoffs, but it looks like there will be another one. Firewall is within 2. He desperately needs a kickoff to go in his favor. That is a good start. Not the best, but it's decent. Oh my goodness, he's shot immediately. I don't think First Killer saw this coming. I thought this game was over at 4-0, but Firewall has other ideas. Going for the boost steal. Is he just going to go directly to the goal? Yes, he is, and he's tied it.
Unfortunately, this comeback still wasn't enough to get the win in Game 4, and First Killer managed to take it in overtime.
Has an opportunity. Good recovery by Firewall, but First Killer might be through. Can he get it? Yes, he can. First Killer's going to take it to Game 5. What a game.
But that's not where the insanity ended in this series. Game 5 was very much a close back and forth game, with First Killer being a goal up, approaching 0 seconds. Surely Firewall couldn't produce another 0-second clutch.
We're going to have to see another 0-second goal from Firewall if he wants to win this. Oh, that's a decent touch though. Hold on. Firewall! He's done it! Are you kidding me? End to end. Pops it once, then nails the shot. First Killer can't keep it out.
And if that wasn't enough for you, he manages to win the Game 5 overtime with this insane save to counter-attack.
Take this series, but it's been all Firewall in overtime. Fails the flick again. I really think the flick has got to be stopping. What a save! Pull shot saved by Firewall. No way! It was all over, but he pull shots First Killer into a save, and he wins the entire series. This is mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing stuff from Firewall.
I really recommend watching this series if you haven't already, as it's just so intense and entertaining, and definitely one of the greatest comebacks in 1v1 history. The next series we will take a look at is much more recent and comes from the Fusion 1v1 Grand Finals. In this final, it's actually a team 1v1 in the sense that players can substitute out if need be, but neither did, and the entire series was Khalid against Fairypeak. Arguably, this is the greatest 1v1 player at the moment versus the greatest 1v1 player of all time, so it was obvious that this series was just going to be a good one. The first 4 games were all very intense, but nothing amazing happened that's really worth mentioning. In Game 5, with 1 minute left, it was all tied up. Then, Khalid managed to score 2, making it 6-4 with 30 seconds remaining. It looked like Fairy was down and out until he scored a sick flip reset and saying be careful after.
Takes to the air this time. Fairy gonna reach very deep in that bag of tricks. Reset!
Oh! And who said Fairypeak doesn't have the fancy mechanics? He just never has to use them. Khalid may have just unlocked Fairy's strap card. Be careful, he says in the quick chat.
So Fairy needed 1 more goal and time was running out.
Tries to set himself up. He's got 4 boost. Can he make it work?
Oh!
No challenge!
Oh, what? Oh my goodness! Fairypeak refuses to lose after such a beautiful goal before it. We've gone in the complete opposite direction.
It looked like it was going to overtime, but Fairy wasn't done scoring.
Fairy, with 4 boosts, did not have many options, so he chose his strongest one, and that was just brute power. Wants to win it in regulation.
No way! What? Fairypeak.
He warned him.
He said be careful. Khaled wasn't careful.
Game 6 was also extremely close, but Fairy managed to come out of top, sending it to a Game 7. Again, Game 7 was close and ended up going to overtime, where Fairy managed to break down Khaled and take the series for vitality.
Fairy had no boost, but he still goes for it. He had to invest everything there just to reach it. Khaled had the boost to recover with. Pretty even position. Khaled's faked it, and Fairypeak scores! Immediate compliment from Khaled. So gracious in defeat. But Fairypeak, with a huge mind game, wins the series. He is the greatest to ever do it.
Remember, if he'd lost Game 5, the series would have been Khaled's. Although we have come to expect stuff like this from Fairy, it really does show why he is considered one of the, if not the, greatest 1v1 player of all time. So staying on Fairypeak, we'll take a look at a show match of him versus OSM. When this series took place, Fairy was undefeated on Itsjoeboi's stream for over a year with a streak of 16 wins. This win streak is incredible, and not only was he winning these series, but players actually struggled to even just get a game off him. That was until OSM came along. This series really did have high tier gameplay, and all first 3 games were very close and almost like a game of chess with many mind games happening. OSM managed to take the 4th game, making the series 3-1 and giving him 3 chances to take the whole series. Game 5 was also incredibly close, but Fairy managed to take it in overtime. Game 6 wasn't so close, with Fairy sticking to the script and making it go to Game 7. This is where OSM comes in with a new mind game, changing his name to Fairypeak and using Fairy's old Octane design against him. Unsurprisingly, Game 7 was unbelievably close, but OSM was able to go goal up with just 11 seconds left.
Still narrowly misses the boost, he recovers, but OSM has the open net. Can he put this one in? He's up early, he slots it in.
There was no crazy comeback or 0-second goal from Fairy, and OSM managed to take the series, finally breaking Fairy's 16 win streak. It's also worth mentioning, both players were very respectful to each other and only had nice things to say. Our next series is a huge throwback. The match is KDOT against Devo in a 1v1 invitational tournament that Johnny hosted, and overall it's just a very entertaining series with good banter between the players and an insane 0-second goal. Like the other series we've already discussed, all the games were very close, and overall were kind of decided whether Devo was throwing or not, as one minute he'd be scoring bangers and the next he'd be missing easy shots and passing it to KDOT. Devo was 2-1 up in the series and just had to close out game 4, being 1 goal up with the clock ticking down.
Sof has done it again, he's got another opportunity. It's not a free goal by any means, but KDOT with a delicious strike. Almost finding the back of the net, lets the ball bounce, and it is up on 0 seconds. KDOT again uses ball cam to align himself. Tough angle shot, he tries, and KDOT's done it! What a finish by KDOT! He tied Marky Duda on 0 seconds, and he's done the impossible. Look at that angle! Oh my word.
So it went into overtime, and Devo scored a hilarious goal, sending him into the grand final of the tournament.
Unbelievable goalkeeping by both players. That was a pre-jump to get the save there from Devo. And now, accidentally misses his flip, and he's perfectly popped the ball over KDOT. I can't believe that it ends like this. Devo misses his flip, but lands in such a way that it's going to bounce perfectly right behind KDOT. The luckiest goal I've ever seen.
Our next to last series is from the first Salt Mine tournament. The series was OSM vs Astral, and to be honest, I've never seen anything quite like it. It's common knowledge that Astral has a tendency to tilt, and OSM uses this to his advantage. In game 1, Astral makes a stupid mistake and gives the win to OSM, who drops a close one in the chat. For the second game, he changes his name, and in my opinion it's just absolutely hilarious and a 200 IQ play to get into his head. With 1 minute and 17 left, Astral dunks on OSM and drops the triple what a save in the chat.
Game. And he's continued winning here, but wow, what a play by Astral. We need to see this again. He just challenged on the wall, got a reset on the ceiling, and then fell down to dunk on OSM, who was trying to dribble the ball in his own box.
Shortly after, OSM returns the favour.
OSM was making comments here and there, trying to get inside Astral's head. You know, OSM might have a shot here, and that's something that all of his time spent freestyling will definitely help him with. What saves are pouring in, and so are more goals.
Later on in this game, OSM slows down the ball on the line, tilting Astral even more.
Play, OSM might even stop this on the goal line. That's so smart by OSM. He's making Astral do his bidding. And then once he's wasted a bit of time off the clock, he puts it in. Close one, he says.
Then in game 3, with half the game left and a comeback easily possible, Astral rage quits. Again, I highly recommend watching this series as it's just very entertaining.
Motionless in the goal and out of the match. The earliest forfeit that we've seen all tournament. OSM sweeps Astral.
Our last series is from the 12 Titans qualifier. This was the grand finals and the match was Rettles against Sharif. It was a best of 1, so the pressure was on. This is another insane comeback and it's arguably due to Rettles throwing, but you really can't take away anything from Sharif.
What's it going to be? He's got the opportunity. There's the flick. There's the goal. With a good enough save. Sharif is up and he knows he has to be. Dips it in. Gets the floor pinch. Sharif will have control. And he has the open net. Are you kidding me? Sharif has done it. It's a dribbling challenge. Oh my goodness, he's smashed the near post. That is a nightmare. Rettles. Yeah, can he go all the way? He's got the open net, but he hits the floor. He's going for every single opportunity. Boost has been secured. And this might be it. Sharif with the shot, and he has done it.
So thank you so much for watching. As I've already said, I'm probably going to do a part 2. If there's any series you'd like included in that, let me know in the comments. Again, I'm going to be doing a giveaway at 8,000 subscribers, so be sure to subscribe and also join my Discord. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.